Like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GGD Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have your self to blame, y'all. Ticket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop. Until you get your mouth off LGBT. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, man. Salute everybody. Press 2 if y'all can hear me in the comments, man. I got a mic check. 1 2 1 2. Press 2 in the comments if y'all can hear me, man. Let me get right on with this video. Can y'all hear me? Salute to everybody that's tapping in. Okay, y'all can hear me? I bet. Appreciate that, y'all. Salute to everybody that's tapping in. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, man. If y'all haven't, subscribe to the podcast. We right at 5,000 subs. The link is pinned at the top. Let's get right into it, man. Got some devastating news. Adding on to the recent issues and things that Dame Dash, the legendary, the legendary executive of music, Dame Dash, has been dealing with, man. It seemed like Dame Dash been dealing with everything coming at his way recently, you know what I'm saying? And so we've heard Dame Dash go off in recent interviews about, just a lot of different things, how people he looked out for didn't look out for him, how people could have held him down and stuff like that throughout, his time now. And so he says that, according to reports, it says that now a judge has ordered Dame Dash, the co-founder of Rockefeller Records, to pay $4 million in a defamation lawsuit filed by a filmmaker by the name of Josh Weber. But you guys got to get how this came apart, man. This is just, man. It says that Weber filed the lawsuit following Dame Dash's appearance on the quote-unquote Earn Your Leisure podcast. So, in March 2024. So, apparently, Dame Dash's comments on a podcast show has now cost him $4 million, man. It says during the event, Dame Dash made defamatory remarks about Mr. Weber and his attorney, Chris Brown, accusing them of theft. He said, I had a judgment, and I knew this D-head, Chris Brown, and Josh Weber, and Muddy Waters. Chris Brown, the lawyer. I went through 4 trials with the same lawyer. What I lost was defamation because these guys trigger me and steal my shit. You think there's freedom of speech? ? It's really not, Dame Dash said at that time. Weber says that the comments, which in turn went viral on the internet, led to him losing $4 million directing and producing opportunity for a film starring Billy Bob Thornton. Dame Dash reportedly failed to comply with the court orders, missed compulsory mediation sessions, and neglected to provide required pretrial documents, which led to the judge ruling against Dame Dash, citing his repeated non-compliance, man. So basically, they're saying that Dame Dash allegedly said something negative about this guy, which caused him to lose he basically slandered this guy, which caused him to lose an opportunity of $4 million, and, he accused the guy of stealing his stuff. And because of that, Dame Dash, he didn't get found guilty in court because of what he said. He lost this ruling because they said he didn't even show up he didn't even go through the court procedures. So this is why he has to pay $4 million now. They're saying that he basically didn't even go through none of the court procedures, and the judge automatically ruled that Dame Dash, you know what I'm saying, had to pay that bread. And so, I don't know what the situation is going on with Dame. Hopefully Dame will be all right. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like Dame Dash, man. But again, Dame got a lot of stuff coming at him right now, man. And Dame said again, he said this in the Art of Dialogue interview. Shout out to the Art of Dialogue. He said, bro, if, I would never be broke. I would never be broke, is what he said. He said I should never be broke. Um, you know, After everything he says that he's done for all these people. You know what I'm saying? He also spoke about how guys he mentioned Kevin Hart. He said he doesn't help him. And he said, I discovered that guy. Things like that. I'm going to let y'all hear what he had to say about that.
Paper Soldiers, how did that movie come about? And I want to say that was the first time I seen Kevin Hart, if I'm not mistaken.
I discovered him. That was the first movie he was ever in. So, I was looking for comedians, and I went to the club. I think I was with Rachel, my ex-wife, or my wife at the time, and I was with Jay Black. And it was funny. So him and Smokey were there, and I told him I had a movie I wanted him to be in, and I put him in the movie the next week. I directed that, but that was like my directorial debut. Or State Property Part 2. I don't remember.
That's a pretty big deal, man. You pretty much discovered him.
No, I discovered Kev Hart. I also had him in Death of a Dynasty, a second movie.
Yeah, you did have him in there. Yeah, I remember him being in that.
And it's funny, he plays Puff. Go to American New and go on Death of a Dynasty and check it out. He plays Puff. He plays a couple of characters, but Puff is one of the characters he plays.
So what made you put him in the movie? You seen the potential?
Yeah. It's like saying, why did I, sign Jay-Z?
All right, hold on 1 second, you guys. So, I'm telling you guys what's going on. I'm telling you guys what's going on. What are you saying? Hold on, I'm reading what somebody said in the comment section. Yeah. I like Dame too. You know what I'm saying? I like Dame too, man. It's just that it's one of them situations, yo. I like Dame too. And that's just all there is to it. I think Dame is a good dude. I think he's a good dude. But again, he's not, and he didn't even get a day in court. Let me say this right there. He didn't even get a day in court. He basically, let me say this again, he didn't go through with the procedures. So for the fact that he didn't go through with the procedures, they automatically ruled the $4 million against the dude, man. That's messed up, bro.
Because he was funny, and I was developing Rockefeller Films, so he was like, to me, it was like getting artists to be with the company. But yeah, I thought he was funny. He has that I knew that that he was safe. That white people would have made. He didn't mind being teased. People, bro, I've killed them in movies, in fashion, in rock and roll. I don't think people can process that I did and do so much. Me just casually saying I didn't only discover him, I directed the movie he was in.
You understand what I'm saying? Like directing's not some easy thing. It's like art. You know, I direct movies independently that end up in theaters, and I don't expect people to understand the value of that. But like a real filmmaker be like amazed. They can't believe I do this shit I'm doing, what I've done, and how many movies I've made, and how I've made certain movies. Like I've done movies with Honor Up didn't have a script, and that shit went theatrical. I'm nice. Like I could like as a creative, I'm like yo, like Scorsese would have to see me. Like I put myself up there with them. I didn't go to school for any of the things that I do professionally. Zero. That's why this says Anunnaki. You see? Black aliens. And what you think is in the sky right now? You know what I'm saying? I'm right on point with the Anunnaki shit on. Like, I don't know how I be knowing the game, man.
You and Kevin, y'all still talk?
I mean, yeah, it don't help, but yeah, I'll be cutting Kev up.
What you mean by he don't help?
You know, like I'll be like, yo, could you he won't help me promote anything I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest, to me, the amount of people that I actually put on, I should never be broke, ever in life. I should never have to fund nothing. I should never have to struggle. I should just look like, it should just be an anonymous bag with money all the time. The amount of people whose lives I've changed. If they were like on it like that, I shouldn't even have to move.
Now, I want to stop that right there and talk about what he said real quick. What he said, if you guys watched the Kanye West interview yesterday, we did a video about that last night. Kanye West did an interview with DJ Academics. But if you watch that interview, and this is the reason why everybody was like, yeah, man, Kanye out here keeping it real. No, he ain't. He keeping it fake. Because Kanye said something in that interview, and I'm going to tell you what he said. Kanye said, when Kanye was going at Jay-Z in that interview, saying F Jay-Z, and I stand on everything I said, and Jay-Z is a slave, and Jay-Z is this, Jay-Z is that, and all these other things, right? And, go ask Jay-Z how much he make off my catalog versus me. Yeah, next subject. When he said all that, and then when he said, but see, Jay ain't even signed me. It was Dame that signed me. Jay ain't want to sign me, but you went with Jay. You, Kanye, mad because people don't roll with him. But the man who signed you and believed in you, you ain't roll with him. You went with Jay. But now you complain about Jay. Think about that. Everybody talking about, he keeping it real. No, he not. He also sat up there talking about hey, man, they ain't standing up for me, because with Kim Kardashian and helping me stand against the Kardashians, nobody told you to go marry the Kardashians. Jay and them wasn't at my wedding, man. They didn't come support me. Yeah, because they didn't like you marrying that chick. Now you want them to come help you get out of the situation you put yourself in, dog. But let's stay with this Dame situation, though. Dame said that he put a lot of people on and in positions. Kanye West admitted that in his interview yesterday that was released with DJ Academics. He said it was Dame the one that was signing me. Dame believed in me. Kanye West a billionaire. Now, this is whether you believe what he's saying or not. I heard what Killer Cam said. Shout out to Cam. I like Cam. Cam was like, look, dog, you had all this money. You got to make better decisions with your bread and do all this other stuff moving forward. I feel like Cam had a great point. But I understand Dame's point too. I want y'all to think about something, right? It's like an OG that put everybody on in position. A lot of people put a lot of people in positions, right? And then it's the day he may not have it like that, but you got it. Shouldn't he have it too? I'm just saying. Think about what I said. Dame was the one that said that he wanted to do the Rockefeller clothing line and all this other stuff when the other cast was originally against. Dame was the one pushing the clothing lines, the movies, all that other stuff. from what he was saying. When Cass wasn't really believing, he was the one pushing that line. So I want y'all to think about this. To the person that you never heard Spike Lee complain about this, that's because a lot of people look out for Spike Lee, though. Spike Lee has, done great for himself. A lot of people look out for Spike Lee. But then here's the thing: what Dame is also saying. Dame is not saying that. Look, I'm not still a hustler. I can't still go get it. He's saying that he has been blocked from opportunities. See, that's the part y'all got to peep. Dame also said, "Look, man, how am I supposed to keep going and getting it like this? And every time I try and do something, I'm being blocked." That's what Dame said. You got to think about that too. Dame said he being screwed. He said this plenty of times. Y'all got to make up y'all mind. So do y'all believe that or not? People want to believe this stuff when they want to believe it. But Kanye did say in that interview yesterday, he said, Dame Dash signed me. He believed in me. He said he said basically he been saying Jay didn't want to sign him. Or Jay didn't believe in him, wasn't trying to he wasn't pushing. He said it was Dame who did. Right? Ye been a billionaire. Right? Think about it. So Dame say, look, how do I ever got financial problems? Because think about this, y'all. What if Dame Dash? Because at that time they said nobody looked at Kanye as anything. Nobody back then, people just seen Kanye around, he in the studio, whatever. Who this dude right here? Nah, he ain't really. Nobody believed in him. Dame believed in him. Was like, nah, I'm signing this guy. Dame said when people said Jay-Z was whack, he said, nah, I'm signing. This nigga hot. Dame named the names. He said all these people said that Jay-Z his music was trash. Dame was like, nah, man, this dude, he can flow. He can spit. Think about it. Think about it. So what Dame said, in a sense, bro, I understand where he's coming from, in a sense, because I understand what Cam said too, because I think what Cam said was right too. But what Dame is saying, in a sense, bro, but that's on guys like Ye, because Ye's saying this now. But Ye should be standing 10 toes for Dame Dash and everything Dame is going through then. If Dame's the one that found you, believed in you, and put you on. Think about that. And all them dudes is financially set for life. Right? You said what happened to Dame? Dame said that, people he said that the higher ups ain't been rocking with him and been going against and tearing down everything he tried to do since the Rockefeller stuff. That's what Dame said. You know what I'm saying? So he said that's what hurt him. Is every time he try and turn around and do something else big, it's like people working against him. That's what Dame said. And now y'all notice ever since all this new stuff, every time you turn around, Dame got somebody suing him, somebody coming at his pockets. This dude got shit coming from every direction. It's crazy. So then that's why I understand what Dame said when he was like, because the way he broke it down. That's why I always say y'all gotta listen to stuff and read and listen to everything.
I should never have to fund nothing. I should never have to struggle. I should just look like it should just be an anonymous bag with money all the time. The amount of people whose lives I've changed. If they were on it like that, I shouldn't even have to move. But it seems like the people that I help the most, they end up resenting me the most. I don't know why. I should never have to ask for nothing.
Yeah, you're right, man. You put a lot of people on, man. Nobody can front on that, man. Jay, Kanye, Kevin Hart, them three alone, man. Superstar names.
Lee Daniels, Cameron, Rachel Roy, like you say, it's a lot. I don't really know about Kevin, but most of them had to like do things that I don't respect to get where they had to go. You understand? Like where it's like they'll be ashamed. Like they've done things where I can't be around. Like just morally and, like Kevin's choice.
He said most of these people, he said, I don't know about Ye, but most of these people have done things morally I can't respect to get where they at. But y'all niggas get mad at me when I say, hey, hold on, man. I thought we were standing on business. I thought we were standing against the foolishness and against the nonsense. I thought we wanted a better future for the young ones that's coming up. Nah, man. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. I want y'all to think about this. How many people talk about the situation? And I'm not calling out nobody in specific, but I just want to make it a point. So I want everybody to understand this. How many people talked about that story with that pastor, Marvin Sapp, right? In the situation where it was alleged about the tithes and the basically to the church. I think it was 40,000 people were saying that he got people to give tithes to the church or whatever like that. And then some people was alleging he did it while he was wearing a Rolex or something like that. That part, I don't know. I got to go look at that part. Right? So everybody talk about that, but they won't talk about how a lot of these artists ain't getting paid what they rightfully deserve. You got people that's upset saying they ain't get their fair share. Right? People that say they were put in compromised positions to have to be or to be able to see success. We ain't talk about that. People laugh at Lil Rod when Lil Rod said, hey man, that nigga owed me 50 racks. I made all this music. Now when he filed a lawsuit against y'all boy, now he's a liar and all these other things. Come on, man. All the way across the board. Right? And so I think everybody should see all of these different things. And then, like I said, when you look at the Dame Dash situation, I really want to know how people feel about that. Because I'm 50-50 on that situation. Because I agree with what Dame said, and I also agree with what Cameron said. Because Cameron made some great points in his rebuttal and what he said about managing money, making good decisions, investing and stuff like that. But also Dame made a great point in, man, these dudes is multimillionaires and billionaires because of me. They see me going through a bad situation. Listen, I should never want for nothing. There ain't nothing for the, and I'm gonna say this right here. I ain't talking about nobody, but think about what I'm saying right now. This is the same thing that niggas was saying about they were saying about y'all boy. Taking these hoes on shopping sprees and all this other stuff, but your artist not paid. Your producer's not paid, allegedly. These are some of the allegations. Right? So, and again, so when Dame say that stuff, man, I think like, damn, dog. And then he said these people have done, and y'all know Dame been in the game. He know this. He said people have done things that have absolutely destroyed their moral compass and character to be in this game. I couldn't even put myself around these people, he said morally. Now, he didn't go into detail. Right? But I wonder what he was talking about. Think about this. Last thing I want to say, back to what Kanye was saying. And I don't agree with a lot of stuff Kanye's saying because Kanye is a hypocrite himself. And he's a part of the BS. So Kanye to me is like a dude that's a part of the BS that's acting like he's trying to expose the BS because the BS overtook him. What do I mean? What you mean, Ticket? I mean, you sitting up here talking all this shit about everybody else when you saw what it was with your girl before you went to marry her. My nigga, she was on a tape. Let me repeat myself again. She was on a tape, bruh, getting busy. The whole world seen it. And you wifed her and had kids. But now you complaining, talking about how everybody else ain't getting you out of that situation. You complaining, talking about how people didn't come to your wedding and support you. Who would want to support? Let me just stop right there. But you mad. Then you sitting up there talking all that shit about Jay-Z. But what did you say in your own interview? You said, yeah, but Dame's the one that signed me. But you chose Jay-Z over Dame. You chose Jay-Z over the dude that signed you and believed in you. Think about that. Think about that. Right? That's why I said Ye's a part of the bullshit. Look how he walking around with that girl he with now. And 1 year, that girl's going to be on interview saying, I'm telling y'all this. I think she's going to completely turn on this dude. That's my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. He got her walking around here looking like she damn in a diaper. That's it. A diaper with all of her. He got her cans, her jugs, just hanging out in public, just walking around with her holding her hand. Looking crazy. Why he walking around here? This nigga walking around here in a whole trash bag with boots on, with oversized boots on, looking like a damn fool. She ain't there. Every time you see her, she ain't got no. She worse than the other one. Now, why I told y'all they gonna leave Kanye alone, in my opinion. He know too much. And the path he on, Kanye West ready to burn the whole thing down, even if it includes him having to take himself down as well. You can see it. But to hear that Dame now another $4 million judgment against this guy, and that's after he already, remember, they just came up a couple months ago and said that Dame was wearing the Rockefeller chain and the other stuff in the interview online and the watch. They wanted all that shit. Somebody who was suing him, they came after all his jewelry. They was like, oh, well, you can't give me the money, give me all that jewelry. They literally, go back and look at that story. This is a few months ago. They literally said, yo, give me all that jewelry you got on. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody who's watching this video, man. That's why I told y'all, that trial that's coming up with Sean Diddy Combs need to be televised for the world. Because the people are going to see the truth one way or another. They're going to see the truth. It's going to get real ugly. I'm telling y'all this now. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. But, you know, I feel bad for Dame. That man lost $4 million judgment because he didn't even respond. They said, that's crazy. That's the same shit that happened with old boy. What's the singer's name? They had $11 million judgment against him because he said he didn't know. So actually he went back and the judge overturned that and said, well, okay, I'll overturn that judgment. So I don't know if Dame is going to try and do the same thing or what. But right now, man, they gave him a default $4 million judgment, man. On top of the fact that they already been coming after this dude. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Subscribe to the podcast. I'm going to post some stuff over there now. They go to the link right there in the chat room. Y'all see it on the screen. I'm gone.
All right, you guys. So we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A-Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym, work out, exercise, and do what you got to do to stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.